Stop fighting your thoughts. Do you really think that forcing positivity will save you from stress? You are exhausted because you're doing it wrong. The samurai didn't fight their minds. They didn't suppress their emotions either. Instead, they used ancient, gentle rituals to clear their mental space. These secrets have been hidden for centuries. Today, I will share how you can use these samurai habits to find peace in your chaotic modern life. You will learn to clean your mind just like a warrior cleans his blade. Are you ready to stop the noise and start the clarity? Let's dive deep into the first mistake. Section 1, the trap of positive thinking. Most people today are obsessed with being positive. They think mental peace means blocking out every negative thought. They treat their mind like a storage room, trying to lock away all the darkness inside. But here is a hard truth for you. The more you try to force positivity, the more exhausted you become. This is a common trap in the modern world. Have you ever wondered why your stress keeps coming back? No matter how much you try to smile, it is because you are suppressing your natural human experience. The samurai saw the mind very differently from us. They knew that thoughts are like weather. You cannot stop the clouds from passing through the sky. Trying to force yourself to be happy is like trying to hold back the wind with your bare hands. It is impossible. Instead of fighting your thoughts, you need to learn how to let them flow. Is it possible that your positive habit is actually just a form of mental tension? Think about that for a moment. True peace is not about the absence of negative thoughts. It is about the ability to let them come and go without being controlled by them. Let's start shifting your perspective today. Section 2, the samurai's secret mind as a room. Imagine your mind is a room. Most of us treat this room like a dusty attic. We throw in every worry, every regret, and every fear from our daily lives. We keep piling them up until we can't even find a place to sit. Does your mind feel cluttered like this? When the room is full of junk, there is no space for you to be yourself. The samurai understood this better than anyone else. They treated their mental space with deep respect and care. They knew that a clean room is not a sign of perfection. It is a sign of a focused warrior. If you want to find clarity, you must stop adding more clutter to your mind. You need to start clearing the floor. You don't need to throw everything out at once. Just start by removing one small, heavy burden. Maybe it's a grudge you've been holding. Maybe it's a decision you're afraid to make. Think of your mind as a sacred space, not a trash bin. By keeping this space open and tidy, you prepare yourself for any challenge that life throws at you. When you clear the space, you create room for peace to enter. It is not about making the room perfect. It is about keeping it usable. A clear mind is your greatest weapon in any battle. Are you ready to start tidying up your mental home today? Section 3, Takuan Soho and the Sky Metaphor. Over 400 years ago, a legendary Zen master and advisor to the samurai, named Takuan Soho, shared a profound lesson. He taught that the mind must be like the sky. Think about the sky for a moment. It is vast, wide, and completely open. Sometimes dark clouds move across it. Sometimes there are fierce storms or heavy rain. The sky remains unchanged by these clouds. The storm leaves no permanent stain on the blue horizon. The sky remains the sky no matter what weather passes through. Takuan Soho knew that negative thoughts are just like those clouds. They visit everyone, including the bravest warriors. The problem is not the thoughts themselves. The mistake is that we try to grab the clouds. We try to own our worries. We try to fight the storms. When you do that, you lose your sense of being the sky. You start to believe you are the storm, but you are not the storm. You are the infinite open space that allows the storm to pass. This realization is incredibly powerful. It means you can stay clear and centered, even when life feels overwhelming. You don't need to push your worries away. You simply need to recognize that they are passing through. You must let the clouds go and return to being the vast, clear sky. Section 4. The Water Ladle Reset. In the early 18th century, a samurai named Araki Nobumasa lived in constant pressure. He was known for his sharp mind and brilliant sword skills. As he rose in rank, his mind became clouded by worry. He lay awake at night, his thoughts racing with anxiety about the future and his enemies. One night, an old monk visited him and offered him a simple wooden ladle and a basin of water. The monk told him that his mind was muddy because he moved too fast. From that day, every morning before sunrise, Nobumasa sat in silence. He filled the basin and slowly poured the water back and forth with the ladle. He focused only on the sound and the rhythm of the water falling. With time, his racing thoughts slowed down. He was not trying to think less. He was simply making space for clarity. Within a few weeks, the samurai, who once feared his own thoughts, became known for his calm under pressure. That small, quiet ritual saved him from falling apart inside. You can adopt this same habit of physical grounding to reset your mental state. When your thoughts spin out of control, stop everything. Perform a simple, repetitive task with full attention. Feel the water on your hands or watch the slow movement of your breath. By focusing on a physical action, you break the feedback loop of anxiety. You regain control over your internal world by returning to the present moment. Section 5. Small rituals as cognitive anchors. Many people believe that mental peace is the result of solving every problem in their life. The samurai knew better. They understood that peace does not come from solving external issues, but from cleansing the internal state. They viewed simple, repetitive acts as sacred tools for clarity. Before writing a letter, many samurai would pour water into a stone basin and wash their hands slowly. They did not do this for basic hygiene. They did it to reset their focus. The act of pausing, pouring, and feeling the water acted as a cognitive anchor. It signaled to the brain that the old task was finished, and a new, clear state had begun. You can apply this same technique to your modern life. Wash your hands slowly before you start your workday. Light a single candle while you sit quietly for 2 minutes. Even the act of organizing your desk can be a powerful ritual. These small, simple acts send a direct signal to your brain. You are telling your mind that you are taking control of your environment. You are declaring that the space is clean, and your thoughts are ready to be aligned. Do not underestimate these tiny habits. They are the foundation of your mental resilience. By creating these anchors, you prevent the chaos of the day from leaking into your inner peace. Section 6. The true interval, Makoto no Ma. One of Japan's most legendary sword masters, Yagyu Munenori, taught a technique called Makoto no Ma, or the true interval. Whenever he felt overwhelmed by negative thoughts or heavy emotions during a battle, he stopped everything. He took one breath, one blink, and one deliberate pause. This tiny moment gave him the chance to reset his entire perspective. It was not because the danger had disappeared. It was because he returned to the center of his own being. The habit of creating mental space, even for just a single breath, became his greatest armor. You have the power to do the same by making a habit of small pauses. Before you answer an aggressive text message, before you speak in a heated meeting, or before you react to bad news, take one conscious breath. That single moment of stillness can clean the dust off your thoughts. It creates a gap between the event and your reaction. In that gap, you find your freedom. Without this pause, you are just a slave to your impulses. Many cultures have different ways to handle stress, but this Japanese concept of the interval is unique in its simplicity. Think about your daily routine right now. How many times do you react instantly to a notification, a person, or a stressful thought? I want to know your struggle. Please share in the comments what is the one thing that always makes you lose your inner peace. By naming it, you begin to take power back from it. Section 7. Outer order, inner clarity. Japanese culture has a specific word for this intentional clarity, seiketsu. It means cleanliness, not just of the body, but of the spirit. The samurai lived this idea through their surroundings. Every item in their space had a purpose. Every movement they made had a clear meaning. By living in clean, uncluttered spaces, their minds stayed free from unnecessary distraction. You can do this too, starting today. Clear just one part of your room. It could be your desk, a single drawer, or even a small corner of your office. When you remove what you do not need physically, you begin removing what you do not need mentally. Physical clutter is often a mirror of internal chaos. When you simplify your environment, you lower your cognitive load. You stop wasting energy on things that do not serve you. Clarity outside leads directly to clarity inside. You do not need to become a perfectionist to benefit from this. You simply need to create a boundary between yourself and the mess. By maintaining an orderly space, you are signaling to your brain that your internal world is also a place of order. It is a powerful way to reclaim your focus. Start small, stay consistent, and watch how your mind naturally follows. The order you have created. Section 8. The art of no-editing journaling. The samurai also practiced sumi-e, a form of ink painting. In this art, a single brush stroke must be full of intention. Once the brush touches the paper, the mark cannot be erased or corrected. The goal was never perfection. The goal was complete presence. This was not just art, it was a mental cleanse. You can use this philosophy in your modern life by journaling in the same way. Take a notebook and sit in silence. Each morning, write down one unfiltered thought. Do not try to analyze it. Do not try to fix the grammar or the logic. Do not try to make it sound professional or clever. Just let it out like a single bold brush stroke on paper. This is how you begin to release the heavy weight of unspoken thoughts. When you edit your thoughts, you are actually suppressing them. You are keeping them trapped in your mind. But when you put them down without editing, you are giving them permission to exist and then disappear. It is a powerful way to declutter your internal narrative. Stop overthinking your words. Stop trying to polish your emotions. Just be present with what is inside you. By committing to this no-editing practice, you transform your journal from a to-do list into a place of true mental liberation. Section 9 Chinmoku, the sound of silence. The samurai lived by a deep belief in the power of listening. They practiced Chinmoku, the art of silent reflection. They knew that silence was not an empty state. Instead, they saw it as a space where truth could finally be heard. In our modern world, we are surrounded by noise. We have constant notifications, endless music, and the roar of the internet. It is very hard to hear your own voice in this environment. Each evening, the samurai would sit without speaking. They would observe their thoughts like distant clouds. They would notice which ones repeated themselves. They would notice which feelings felt heavy. With each breath, they practiced letting those feelings flow away. You can do this by setting aside 5 minutes before bed. Turn off your phone. Silence your music. Remove the distractions. Just sit and breathe. Do not look for answers. Do not try to solve the problems of the day. Simply watch the thoughts as they appear. You will find that when you stop the input from the outside, your own wisdom begins to surface. Silence is not about lack of sound. It is about the presence of clarity. When you embrace Chinmoku, you finally give your mind the rest it deserves. Section 10. Conclusion. Returning to your original self. You do not need loud motivation or constant pressure to find peace. You do not need to become someone else to be happy. You just need space. The samurai did not chase after happiness as if it were a prize to be won. They prepared for clarity, and from that clarity, peace came naturally. This is the ultimate lesson of the warrior's path. When your mind feels heavy or overwhelmed by the noise of the world, do not force yourself to feel better. Do not fight the thoughts that trouble you. Instead, clean the space around them. Light a candle, take one conscious breath, or wipe your desk. Let go of the extra weight, and you will find your true self again. You are not a machine that needs to be fixed. You are the vast open sky. Give your mind the space it deserves to return to its quiet, clear state. This is the path of the samurai, and it is a path open to you every single day. Start your journey of cleansing today. One breath, one act, one moment of silence. You are ready to return to your original peaceful self.